Hello, welcome to Jenny's Food Network. Today I wanted to do a video response to one of my fabulous fan out there. And he had bought a NutriBullet. Well, he got it as a gift. The NutriBullet blender is like a small little blender, and the largest size they have is a 32 ounce. But then by the time you add your fruits and veggies and whatever liquids in there, you can only add no more than like 24 ounce or 20 something ounces in there. So it's only like for a small portion at a time. And it's the NutriBullet blender, okay? Alright, I'm gonna read this. Why spend money on a blender if you make a spill one time? So this is my fan's review on it, okay? He got it for his birthday. Okay. Why spend money on a blender that if you make a spill one time, the blender becomes useless? I want to be able to clean it, not having to unscrew the whole thing from top to bottom to get the stuff out. Then you will mess up your warranty taking it apart. Just too much of a hassle, and there were some good reviews about the blender, but most of those people just got the blender and didn't have it a year. Most of the people with bad reviews had it at least a year. Okay. I like the Cuisinart. I tried it today, and though it was not as powerful as the NutriBullet, it gets the job done. And I don't have to worry about leaks from the smoothie getting inside the power base, messing up the wires up. Don't get me wrong, the NutriBullet would be a great blender if they fix the design flaws. Also, the biggest cup size they give you is 32 ounce. And you're not even getting all 32 ounce because there's a max line on the cup. Oops. Great, I need to go back. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back. Okay, here it is. Sorry, I pressed some buttons and it got me out of it. Okay. Okay, don't get me wrong, the NutriBullet would be a great blender if it fixed the design flaws. Also, the biggest cup they give you is a 32 ounce, and you don't even get all the 32 ounce because there is a max line on the cup and it stops like at 22 ounces. That's another problem I had. I had to add a lot to a smoothie and have 2 more big cups of it. Thanks again for the video. So this is my fan's review on the NutriBullet blender, and I've never really have been fascinated with those little size things but the money you pay out, I mean, they're not cheap either, because by the time you pay out for it and by the time you use it, the portions are just so tiny, and that's what I did not like about it, because by the time you add things in, it kind of poofs up, you know, it gets pretty fluffy in there, and then it's hard to get a decent amount of portion. You can only have such a small portion at a time, and it becomes like a headache to clean. So I've always liked the bigger blenders because you have like more room to add more fruits and veggies in there and more liquids, you know. And also, if you have a big family or if you like to make smoothies for other people too, you could do like a couple batches in one because there's a bigger blender for you to use. You can. So yeah, that definitely is a flaw. And I remember a situation where you put the stuff in the cup and then you have to cap it and then put it upside down and attach it to the base, the mechanical part of it, and then it spins, and if it's not tight enough or if it's too watery, it's gonna leak out. So it's so obvious that I already knew stuff like that was gonna be a flaw. Just seeing things go upside down, I could already tell it's gonna be a headache. I used to have the product where I used to have a blender, a standard blender where it sits upright on top of the motor, and at the bottom of the picture you can twist out the spinning blade to clean it. Those things were a headache because those things leak too, and you have to have like a rubber piece ring, and you cannot lose that, because if you lose that, the machine becomes useless, the picture, because it'll leak. So the rubber ring part where you twist, it kind of keeps the cushion more tightened so then it won't leak, you know. So that's a poor design too, because I believe one time one of my old blender, I was twisting it so it won't leak, and eventually the plastic part of it cracked. So the pitcher, the twisty cap where the blades are, that part cracked because you twist it hard enough, it will crack because it's plastic. Isn't that like the stupidest design? So the blender that I have now is like $300. It's a commercial grade Waring brand, and it's the it's called the Max something, and it's that one. Works pretty good. It's pretty powerful. The pitcher is more square in the bottom and it's bigger, and the bottom never detaches at all, so you never have to twist anything from the bottom out, so there's no worry for any leaks at all. And also the blade is really strong and powerful, that it's not that sharp needed, you know, and so you won't really have to worry about cutting yourself up when you're cleaning the blades, you know, with a sponge or something. And so there's enough room between the edges of the base where you could use a sponge to clean it. Okay, so I'm grateful for that. And you can put it in your dishwashing machine as well, but I mostly just hand wash it. That works fine as well. And it holds a lot of space, you know, where you can put a good portion. So my smoothie videos, that's my blender that I'm talking about, okay? I really like that blender. So, and that holds like a lot of, a couple batches in one, instead of those little small size cups where you put upside down. You know, so I wouldn't waste my money on that. And it's a design flaw too, like the person said who had typed in the comment section to give a review, that once you put it upside down to put in the motor, it leaks, and it leaks into the motor where the gaps are, and you don't want it to mold over the years or damage the motor by getting it wet. So that is a really stupid design, of course. So, Ken, get out of there. Yucky. Get out of there, come on. And let's see, let me see what else. Okay. Jet, get down. Get down. Okay, let me see. So back. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.